Hey everybody, welcome to Book Study. I'm really excited to knock out these next couple of chapters with you all, and I do have a PowerPoint, so I'm going to pull up and share my screen, so bear with me for just a sec. Okay. Here we go. Just had to move this for a second. No, I can't move it back. Hold on. Okay. Here we are. Okay, so we are on chapter 8 and chapter 9, talking about our call to action. And I'm just going to recap the first paragraph just so that we are all on the same page as far as how far we have come in this book and to know where we're going to take it from here. So at this point in our customer story, they are excited. We have defined a desire. We have identified their challenges. We've empathized with their feelings. We've established our competency and how we can help them and give them a plan. So there's one more thing that we need to do, and that is a call to action. So customers do not take action unless they are challenged to take action. And I have to think about the World Series that's going on right now. I know a lot of you are watching the Braves, and you've got these players, they hit their home run or they hit a three, they hit a couple bases and then they're running to third base, and you see that coach, that base coach, and he's doing one of these. And he's telling him, keep going, go all the way to home base. You've got this. And that's exactly what our customers need us to do, is to wave them on and say, all right, here's our challenge. We're taking it all the way home. Let's jump in and get this thing going. And so your excitement and your belief in them jumping in is exactly what they need to make that final decision. So bodies at rest tend to stay at rest, and so do our customers. So, I mean, I can say that for myself. When I'm feeling lazy, there ain't nothing that's going to want to motivate me. And I need someone to speak up and coach me, motivate me, get me refocused. And it's the same way with our customers. Have you had one of those chats where you've got conversation going and then all of a sudden it's quiet? Well, guess what? They've lost their motivation, they've lost their focus, and they just need you to come back in and ask for the sale. Take the action, give them that challenge. They need to be challenged by outside forces. If our calls to action are soft, they will not be noticed. Soft action motivator when I first started Flexus. Fearful of what people were thinking, and I wasn't treating my business as a business because my belief was not there at that point. So our soft calls to action are not going to be motivating. People cannot read our minds. A lot of times we just expect that someone knows that we're asking for a sale, and it's not clear. So we've got to be clear. We've got to be strong in our approach of asking for the sale. And it's got to be repeatedly expressed in our branding, even through our posting, asking for the sale at the end of the post. It takes multiple times for us to learn something. When you look at commercials on TV, it's the same commercials consistently going through, and it takes how many exposures? At least 10 to 12 exposures before someone clicks. But there's a call to action every single time. I loved his illustration about dating. Do not hint at dating your customer. Take the action and just ask for the darn date. And a little bit of side note about me is I met my husband's sister before I met my husband, and I heard about him a lot. I saw pictures and the interest was there. But at one point, he had hinted to his friend that he was interested in me. And at that point, when I found that out, I was ready. And so I took her phone. I said, I'm just going to text your brother here real quick. And I initiated and I took the action because I was done waiting. So don't just hint at it, just take the action, ask for the date. Clearly invite the customer to take that journey with you or else they won't. Okay. And there have been a few times where I had done my follow-up too late and someone had joined somebody else. And it's just part of the business. So if we fail to take the action, they will take it with somebody else. I love this graphic. So how many of you feel like you are that man when you're asking for a sale? You feel like you're being so loud, so obnoxious, but in the long run, like in reality, our customer is still like, what are you saying? I don't know. Are you asking me for a sale? We have got to be bold in that action, and we cannot just whisper a soft request. Be confident in who you are as a business owner, what you are asking of them, and of the journey that they are about to embark on, and how positive you know that this journey could be for them. When we try to sell passively, we communicate a lack of belief. When we don't ask for the sale, the customer senses weakness. Oftentimes when I have to consider my business, I think of a storefront. Like, okay, if I was running a storefront, what would this translate? You know, how would this translate? So if I had a clothing store, somebody walked in, hi, how can I help you? Hey, well, I'm looking for a dress for this fancy event. Well, I know exactly what she's looking for. I can direct her to the exact aisle, the exact rack, the exact size, you know, all the things. And we can walk them around our store and try to help them pick out what they want. But you have to have that posture of, I have the perfect dress for you. I know exactly what you need for this event. That posture is closing the deal. Your confidence, your excitement, your belief in knowing that she needs this exact dress. She's already starting to be excited about it. So you just have to close the deal. Try it on. I'm going to give you a special sale that I am running today. I want you to have this dress. See the difference in that posture of, I have this, I got this for you. I know exactly what to do with you, versus, let me walk you around the store. Maybe you'd be interested in this. Maybe you'd like that. See the difference? So the guide in the movie must be direct with the hero about what they want the hero to do, or else the purpose gets muddled. If we can change our customer story for the better, why wouldn't we be bold about inviting them to do business with us? So we have to analyze ourselves, like what areas are we still weak in that we need to strengthen so that we can have that bold confidence to take that action to ask for the sale, knowing that we can better somebody's health journey. Two kinds of calls to action: a direct call. Of course, by now, schedule a phone call. Let's jump on the phone. Let's talk this out. Let's change your health today. You know, there's lots of different ways at the end of posts that we can call them to action. A more transitional call to action is more of a dance where, hey, are you interested in, you know, let me close this deal? And they're not quite sure yet. And so, well, I'd love to offer you a sample. Can I toss a sample in the mail? Can I get your address? And then at that point, sure, of course, I'd love something free. People love to be doted on. And then you do a request back. Hey, would you love to join my product opportunity event or whatnot? Of course, you know, most people are willing, you know, and their interest is piqued. They're just not ready for that final commitment yet. And so there's lots of different ways that we can do that dance back and forth. And Christina walked us through that in her Monday Night Live call a few weeks ago. We have got to connect the dots for our people. The more health issues that we can pinpoint, the more valuable our products become. So we have got to be the master guide, continuously directing the customer to their solution. We are naturally wired to quit before we even start. And so to continue to connect the dots for our customer of what all we can help them with, just continues to build the value of who we are as their guide. And people are drawn to clarity. And I loved this graphic too, because once we start connecting the dots, it creates that picture in their mind of where they want to be. And that's motivating. So defining the stakes, what are the issues that matter most to you? Like that is something that we've got to focus on with our customers. So one of the first stakes is quality of life. Like, are you willing to forfeit having high quality in life? You know, do you want your future to look like it is now? You want to feel bad all the time, have chronic illness, lack that energy, and just to continue to refocus them on the long term. What else is at stake? Your future. If you're about to get married and you want to have a family and your hormones are imbalanced, you know, is that really where you want to be in 4 years, where you're still struggling with that imbalance? You want to be a present parent and you want to have that energy and that involvement. Retirement, you know, I want to be able to travel with my husband, not be stuck on whatever medications and can't drive and sit in cars and travel. Be that involved grandparent. Making that emotional connection with our customers is really valuable, just to help them see like what is really at stake. I mean, why not try? Give this a good solid 4 to 6 months to see if this will work for your body. Finances are at stake, sinking money into medications, doctor appointments, never getting to the root issues. So building the value of what we have, living paycheck to paycheck. And then even mental health, you know, lacking in sleep, hormone imbalance. What does that look like long term? Like, are you willing to forfeit your health? Then chapter 6, every human being is trying to avoid a tragic ending. Isn't that the truth? So a story lives and dies based on this question. And I can't see the question because I just moved something in front of it. Let me just open to my chapter quick. Anybody want to read that for me, or is everybody muted?
A story lives and dies based on the question, will the hero succeed or will they fail?
Thank you, Christina.
Always.
Yes. Yes, it always does. We have 2 motivations. We escape something bad or we experience something good. I love this graphic as well, freedom. I mean, that is what we have to offer our customers, and continuing to refocus them on what they're escaping or what they could potentially experience with what we have. So brands that don't warn their customers about what could happen if they don't buy the product fail to answer the so what question every customer is secretly asking. We all secretly ask this question about everything. Well, at least my personality. I'm very skeptical about lots of things. But we must answer those questions like, so what? Like, what could this mean for me? And so I have a couple examples. First one is Christina. And most people are motivated 2 to 3 times more motivated to change, to make a change to avoid a loss versus a gain. So Christina's post here that she had, she addressed the fact that, so what? You could either be missing out or you could totally be part of a lot of exciting things. And so she said, here's the thing, you're missing out. You're missing out on feeling good, quite possibly the best you could. And that makes me sad for you. You're missing out on happiness. Yep, went there, going to the doctor, jumping from script to script, trying to figure it all out. It sucks. And I know this because I've been there. You're missing out on living life to the full. It's so easy to get stuck in the day-to-day, the routines, getting by. How nice would it be to jump on a plane, carefree, go see who you want who you want to see, or go see what you want to see. You're missing out on energy. You're missing out on new friendships, relationships all across the US, new perspective from people you would have never met. It's hard to see either side until you've experienced both. But now I have, and I want the best for those I love. And she just continued on to just open that up. So what? Okay, she definitely sold it. She sold the products, she sold the opportunity, the friendships, the community, and she went there. Fear is the pinch of salt that we're missing in our recipe. So this graphic's overboard, and he touched on not being overkill in the fear aspect, but we really do need to focus on, the fear of what this could potentially mean if we don't buy into this product or this business. So the first thing we need to do is make our customer aware that they are vulnerable to a threat. So with Plexus, the threat is poor health, right? In so many areas. The second, since they're vulnerable, they should take action to reduce their vulnerability. And so we just have to pinpoint what that action needs to be based off of what the threat is. So I'm going to show you here in a second, but I had created a post just about winter blues. So that has been a threat to me in the past, and it started creeping in now that the time's starting to get darker sooner. And I was like, this is just a very clear example of a post that I can create to share with you all. And so the second step is figuring out how we can reduce their vulnerability. Third step, we should give them a specific call to action that protects them from the risk. And then the last, we should challenge people to take this specific action with us. So I'm going to show you my post here real quick, and then we're going to wrap it up. Every winter, you hit an all-time low. The sun goes down earlier, and so does your mood. Sadness creeps in, and then loneliness, and then the despair. The world events hit you extra hard. Your whole future suddenly turns bleak, almost hopeless. Don't fall prey to the winter blues. What if I told you that so much of our mood stems from our gut? What if you have a supplement? What if I have a supplement that could bring balance, hope, and happiness into your winter? What if you experienced a happy winter with your family and friends, creating beautiful memories with mama in them, hosting friends with your old festive self you haven't seen in years? These supplements are scientifically formulated to allow our happy hormones to thrive, allow us to sleep restfully, and wake up with anticipation for a new day. Hello, happy mama, goodbye, winter blues. And then I asked for the action to close the deal. And so just to go back real quick, I just would like you to take a minute to pinpoint one vulnerable threat that you know that you can address in a post that you can take to, in the end, take action to close a deal on. And so if you just would take a second to answer each one of these 4 things, and then I'd love this to be part of our Q&A in our discussion of what you feel confident about and how you would take that action. So I'll just give you a couple minutes, or you can screenshot it, whatever's easiest. And then Christina, you can tell everyone to go when they need to go.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Kayleen. Very well put together.
Thank you.
Very well. I'm sitting over here like, oh, I know what I can post tomorrow. Oh, I should post this. Okay. So if you're with me, you're coming with me. If you're on Ape's team, you're going with her, and Britt's team, y'all will stay here. Thank you, Kayleen.
Welcome.